I found this incredible pie crust recipe over at Meaningful Eats by the talented blogger Erin Collins. Now, Erin emphasizes the importance of using the listed ingredients and following the directions to the T. And she tested it many times to get it just right. Let's talk about the key ingredients for our gluten-free pie crust. You're going to want to use a high-quality 1-to-1 gluten-free baking flour that contains xanthan gum. Trust me, it makes all the difference.
You'll find a link for this recipe in the video description below, but I'm going to walk you through the process really quickly. You're going to start with 3 tablespoons of ice water, 1.5 teaspoons of white vinegar, and 1.5 tablespoons of sour cream.
This is a secret weapon for giving the dough that perfect stability and the beautiful golden brown color that we all love.
And you're going to combine those 3 ingredients into a small bowl and whisk until smooth, and then set aside.
When it comes to making this incredible pie crust, I love to use the food processor. It's quick and reliable, but hey, you can also go old school and cut in that butter by hand using a fork or pastry cutter. Both will work.
Next, you're going to add 1 cup and 2 tablespoons of gluten-free 1-to-1 baking flour, then 1 teaspoon of sugar and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then add in 8 tablespoons of butter that are slightly frozen. Pulse until the batter is the size of large peas, about 10 pulses. Add the sour cream mixture and pulse until the mixture begins to clump around the blade, about another 10 pulses. If the mixture doesn't clump after 10 pulses, no worries. Pour it into a bowl and smash it together with your hands to form a ball. Turn the dough out onto a piece of plastic wrap, gather it into a flat disc, and wrap it tightly in the plastic wrap.
So here's the crucial part. We need to let that pie dough chill in the fridge for at least an hour or even overnight. This step allows the dough to hydrate and form a perfect cohesive ball. After the chilling time, let it sit at room temperature for 15 minutes before rolling it out.
Gluten-free pie dough is a bit more delicate than the regular kind. My pro tip: roll it between plastic wrap for an easy transfer to the pie plate. Once it's perfectly rolled out, peel off the top layer of wrap and then carefully invert the crust onto your pie plate. Then peel off the remaining plastic wrap, trim the edges, and shape the crust as you normally would. Next, you want to wrap the shaped pie crust loosely in plastic wrap and place it in the freezer for 15 minutes or up to an hour until it's chilled and firm. Just pumpkin pie filling into the prepared pie shell. If you have any extra, pour it into ramekins if needed.
Make sure that you freeze that pie crust for 15 minutes. You want it to be super cold before it meets the hot oven.
Your oven will have been preheated to 425 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're going to bake it at that temperature for 15 minutes. Then you're going to reduce the heat to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for another 40 to 50 minutes until the custard is set. And there it is, our gluten-free pumpkin pie, just about ready to eat. It now needs to cool on a wire rack for 2 hours.
Personally, I'm a fan of serving it chilled, straight from the fridge, but it's just as delightful at room temperature.
Wishing you a happy pie day. If you want to know how to make the full pumpkin pie recipe, click on this video next. Happy baking, everyone. See you all next week.